Hello, my name is Michael Garrison, and I'm a Master of Social Work student at Grand Canyon University. Today's Ignite presentation focuses on a troubling aspect of Arizona's criminal justice system, youth recidivism. This is a cycle where young offenders fall back into criminal behavior after being released from their detention. Youth recidivism is not just about lowering crime rates. These children are stuck in a cycle of abuse, and without rehabilitation, their offspring are more likely to suffer the same fate. Arizona has an incredibly high youth recidivism rate, with 44% of released juveniles being rearrested within 3 years. Juvenile offenders require mental health assistance. 52.3% of incarcerated youths experience domestic violence, and 42.7% are victims of emotional abuse. Identifying and breaking the cycle is necessary for success of the program. Juvenile offenders enter and exit Adobe Mountain School, Arizona's secured care facility, without a comprehensive, personalized support plan with a continuum of care. They return to the same circumstances which led to their incarceration. Arizona's Department of Juvenile Corrections' high recidivism rates remain unchanged throughout the years, and educational and vocational training improvements could remedy the issue by providing brighter future avenues. It doesn't have to be this way. By providing necessary support, Arizona can stop the cycle of recidivism in its youth, benefiting not just the individuals, but also society. Beyond the human cost, high rates of youth recidivism represent a substantial financial burden, with approximately $54 million allocated to Arizona's Department of Juvenile Corrections. Nobody is born a criminal. Environments and circumstances shape actions. We need to create an environment of rehabilitation and empathy within the criminal justice system to shape these desired outcomes. A new rehabilitation model, which will better address mental health and promotes educational and vocational opportunities, could reduce recidivism and break negative generational cycles. Aligning policy at the state level, Arizona Department of Juvenile Corrections Services and Programs, and the detention center's internal practices is vital to the success of the vision of change. As with most initiatives, it starts with funding. The state must either allocate new funding or redirect resources from current incarceration programs. These funds will provide education, vocational training, and mental health services. During intake, a licensed social worker will create a rehabilitation plan based on the individual's needs. Mental health, education, and vocational training will be prioritized according to each individual. A mental health professional will be assigned to the youth offender and remain their counselor throughout their incarceration and following release. Counseling will turn into a cost-free, as-needed basis following rehabilitation. Educational programs exist, but they lack specificity. One-on-one tutoring services will help boost performance and assist in highlighting areas of weakness which require additional focusing. Vocational programs for teenage offenders can provide a feasible path for employment following incarceration. Arizona could financially incentivize trade unions to train and employ teenagers. Reducing recidivism and breaking the cycle of criminal acts is a purpose for the change. Funding is required for facilities and offer competitive salaries to attract and keep staff. The facility will provide a safe, clean, and professional space for rehabilitation. The mental health, educational, and vocational instructors will work together to enact the process. The program should lead to decreased recidivism in the short term and long term. As recidivism decreases, the focus may turn to community initiatives and prevention. Social workers have an ethical responsibility to the broader society. Criminal justice reform plan will strengthen Arizona by investing in the most vulnerable, our children. Strengths likely include community support and refocusing on the criminal justice system's intent, rehabilitation. The weaknesses include systemic resistance to change and the funding required. Fostering a collaborative environment is a primary opportunity, and political opposition is the primary threat. I recommend the state of Arizona funds a 3-year pilot program. The pilot program will be an extension of the Adobe Mountain School. At the end of the 3-year program, a full analysis of the results can help determine if the program should expand further throughout the system. These are the references I used for today's Ignite presentation. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you and have a great day.